Hello everyone, TheFlamingShark back with the best video ever! RWBY, World of Remnant 1 for Volume 3. That's right, Volume 3 is here! Oh my god, this is awesome. I actually just had a big meal where I ate way too much. Oh, way too much. It was really good, but way too much. So I'm really full. I had a mint, and I laid down, and I checked to see if the World of Remnant teaser, I keep calling them teasers and trailers, but they're really not. They're kind of their own thing. I guess they kind of, this one in particular is really going to act as a trailer. I don't know what it's about. It doesn't have a title. It's just being titled as RWBY Volume 3 World of Remnant 1. I don't know what it's about. I've talked about with Volume 3, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting the Vytal tournament. I want that this season. They built it up to the point to where it kind of has to be this season. Yeah, and then obviously I think the big plan is really we're going to start to see how it unfolds towards the end of the season probably. So everything's legit. So this should be awesome. I can't wait to get started. I think this will be awesome. I don't know what we're doing the World of Remnant on. Obviously, the first four were... This is not in order. I think this was the order, but Dust, Kingdoms, Grimm, and Aura. Yeah, we already did Kingdoms, so... What could we do? I don't know. I feel like that kind of covers most of our bases. I felt like the three they needed to do... we need world building on Kingdoms, on Dust, and on Aura, and they did all those. And then Grimm worked two. I guess they could do one on the academies. They've mentioned the academies and stuff, but they never really went in depth on the Huntsman academies, so maybe we'll get a World of Remnant on the academies? Maybe? That's going to be my prediction, and that's because we're going to be seeing a lot of people from all the different academies, although that seems a little too Kingdom-like, but let's just get straight into it. RWBY, the Volume 3 World of Remnant 1, which, again, I don't know if it has a name or not, but whatever. We'll commence in 3, 2, 1, and play. Oh, hype. Hype. That is awesome looking, by the way. Vytal Festival Tournament. I didn't know we were going to do that on this. This should be epic.
It all began, as most things do,
Ozpin.
With war. The kingdoms of the world had been locked in a violent struggle for years.
Wow, that art.
And eventually, the Great War of Remnant came to an end on the small island of Vytal. It was here that humanity's leaders chose peace over bloodshed and constructed the future of modern society, establishing new laws,
so that's where the name comes
academies, and new traditions.
Ooh.
The Vytal Festival was created to serve as a celebration of peace between the kingdoms. Every 2 years, a kingdom would be chosen to open its doors to the world, allowing citizens from every corner of Remnant to meet and indulge in one another's cultures.
Ah, makes sense.
The pinnacle of this event was the Vytal Festival Tournament.
Wow, that is incredible looking!
After the newly formed Huntsman academies proved to be a success, the Vytal Festival Tournament was designed to test the strengths of the kingdom's warriors in a safe and friendly competitive environment. A wonderful method in which to ensure that the world's huntsmen would never settle for mediocrity, but would constantly strive to become the absolute best they could be.
Nice!
As the skills of the huntsmen grew, so did the games.
Ooh.
And in time, it was decided that the tournament would need a stage equal in greatness to that of its competitors.
Oh,
Amity Coliseum was the culmination of the Four Kingdoms' efforts, a technological marvel and a shining symbol of harmony, capable of making the journey to all the kingdoms of Remnant.
A moving Coliseum. That's beast.
That all of this began with war. But it is peace that has served to shepherd humanity on its ascension to greatness.
Yeah, I know it's lagging just a tiny bit there, but it didn't affect it at all.
May we never stray from that path.
Oh, Oh, why October 24th? What? Oh. Fair enough. The big three, as Red versus Blue, RWBY, or actually it was RWBY, Red versus Blue, and X-Ray and Vav. Now, I would normally say, oh, well, that's because we were watching a RWBY-based video, but it's worth noting that was the Rooster Teeth animation, ending, or credits. So, the fact that RWBY, this show that's been around for a couple of years and is only in its third season, shows up before Red vs. Blue, which was the staple of Rooster Teeth forever, says a lot. And I think, it's a perfect storm of, Montium's passing, Volume 2 success, this, people like me, who, because of the passing of Mr. Got into this show, and the people who even more recently, there's even newer people, I remember when I react to it, there were a few people who had already reacted to the show, but it wasn't a thing, it wasn't a lot of people, it wasn't like everybody was reacting to RWBY. Now it seems like everyone's reacting to RWBY. It's freaking incredible. And to see, how far that's coming, and just continue, they're gonna, Yang's gonna be on a death battle, I think, just a couple days before the premiere. I want to say it's the 20th or 21st of October that we're gonna be getting the Tifa versus Yang death battle. And, it's just, this show, obviously is an internet sensation that really has become global. It's really, it's starting to take over the world, and, I think that's a big symbol, though, to see it. And I know I'm probably overthinking it, but at this point, and don't get me wrong, I am a fan of Red vs. Blue. Now, I've never seen X-Ray and Vav, but, I know it's very comedic, and it's not. I know that Red vs. Blue and RWBY are the faces of the Rooster Teeth franchise, but to see, RWBY there is pretty awesome. So, yeah. But Vytal Festival Tournament, I didn't expect that. I am so hype for that tournament. So that if anything, that's confirmation that tournament's happening this volume. Thank God. Awesome. I'm so excited. I'm done. I don't even know what to say to you guys. I am way too hype. I am way too excited. I am so into this. I am so ready for Volume 3. It isn't even funny. I am more hyped for RWBY Volume 3 than I was for MLP Season 5. I'm more hyped for RWBY Volume 3 than probably any show. Yeah. I can't tell you a show off the tip of my tongue that I've been more hyped for than this for a returning show. I was, for example, even recently, I was really hyped for One Punch Man, a lot of people talked about, but, obviously it's something that was new to me, so I wasn't too hyped. But this is, I looked, even on that World of Remnant with its own unique art style, the art looked incredible. I've heard the animation took a huge bump upwards from Volume 2, which took a pretty giant bump from Volume 1, so I am just, this RWBY, this show, I get the feeling that this volume is going to break this show and make it too good. Make it too good, and I'm going to die. And by the time I'm watching the Volume 3 finale, I'll probably have a heart attack and die, and you guys will never see the reaction, and it'll be a sad day. But I don't even care, because this show's so fucking... This show... Oh my god, I'm so ready for this. And to think that you guys had to wait so much longer than I did, because, obviously Volume 2 ended so long ago. I got into the show a lot later than a lot of you guys, although I did get into the show a lot earlier, and some of you too. But, I'm so ready for this. This is so gonna be so good. Oh, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, Yang. Oh, I miss you guys. Seriously, though, if we want to talk about who's going to win this tournament, I'm assuming it's one-on-one individual fighting. I'm immediately making the assumption it will not be a character from Beacon, but if I had to single out 3 Beacon characters I think are big threats, I got Blake Belladonna, Pyrrha Nikos. Those are the two I see being the big threats, but I'm going to throw Yang Xiaolong in there, and the reason I throw Yang in there is her semblance is insane. Her semblance is ridiculous. So I think she is going to be the one that I think has the most to do with the type of matchup she gets, because I think in terms of just pure one-on-one, human to human v human, or human v faunus, or faunus v faunus type fighting, I think Blake and Pyrrha are the superior fighters. I think the one that I think a lot of people would disagree with me and say, what about her, is RWBY. Yeah, she's the main character. Yeah, I mean, her scythe wielding, her weapon is really, I think, ideal for fighting monsters, but as a 1v1 fighter, I just am not seeing the scythe the same way I see a lot of other weapons. I think, you know, Blake's style, like her semblance and the way she fights, you know, because I feel like Blake is the best fighter of Team RWBY, and I know I'm going to get a lot of controversy for that, but I feel like it's just only makes sense with her experience in the White Fang and all that, you know, illegal activities and all that. It just, and I really do feel that she's kind of the biggest threat. Yang, while I wouldn't put her with Blake, I do, simply because her semblance can make her an unstoppable force unless she gets the right opponent. You know, as seen with Neo, that type of opponent who knows how to combat Yang, you know, play very defensive, let her fight herself out, and then just kind of take her out with one, you know, blow, either, you know, knock her out or, you know, kill her in one big move, and that's kind of how you beat Yang. You know, I think it'll be interesting to see. And then Pyrrha is just the monster. Pyrrha is the best in Beacon, no doubt there, at least among first years. I'm assuming this will have people from all years, and again, this is going by characters we know. Obviously, there was Team Coffee, but, you know, Coco's style doesn't seem fitting for this at all. I don't even see her being in the tournament, and then the other three we really don't know enough about to really make an accurate assumption. You guys could be saying Sun Wukong, and I definitely would agree that Sun Wukong is probably going to go far in this tournament, or, again, it depends on how they do it and whatever. Sun Wukong definitely is a crazy fighter. My thing with Sun is he's not in Beacon, and I'm simply making a prediction based on who's in Beacon. You have to remember he's from Haven. He's from Haven, and he grew up in Mistral. Yeah. I got my RWBY facts. I got my RWBYverse locked and loaded, even though I guess I'm kind of forced to call it the world of Remnant because the canon so easily set that up. Anywho, I've been blabbering on for far too long, and I might or might not have recorded over an hour's worth of Tokyo Ghoul that you might be getting sometime in a few days after I record all my live reactions to MLP and One Punch Man and everything. Just saying, for any of you who actually were listening close enough and heard that and are interested in that series, awesome. That should be fun. I know you guys have been waiting a little long for that, but I have more than one episode worth of reaction planned for the next video involving that series. So anywho, hope you guys have a great day. I will see you next. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, in my case, night, and I will see you next time with another video. RWBY Volume 3 hype is getting insane. I'm going to be watching reactions to this all day, every day. So yeah, that's all I got. So anyway, TheFlamingShark signing out. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.